Photographs made from flowers challenge the concept of forever. Imagine spending hours creating a photograph that you know will eventually disappear. Not because of an accident, not because of neglect, but because the image was designed to fade. In a world obsessed with preserving every moment, this idea seems almost absurd. We store billions of photographs on phones, hard drives, and cloud servers. Modern photography is built around permanence. But what if permanence isn't the only path to meaning? What if a photograph becomes valuable precisely because it will not survive? Today we're exploring a remarkable form of alternative photography that uses flowers themselves to create images. These photographs are made from crushed petals, plant pigments, and sunlight. And unlike traditional photographs, they slowly fade away. At the heart of this process are natural pigments called anthocyanins. These compounds create the reds, blues, and purples we see in many flowers. They are beautiful, but they share one important characteristic: they are highly sensitive to light. For most photographers, fading is the enemy. Entire industries exist to create longer-lasting images and better archives. Flower photography takes the opposite approach. Instead of fighting change, it embraces it. The process begins by collecting flowers such as roses, hibiscus, lavender, or pansies. The petals are crushed to release their colorful juices, creating a natural light-sensitive coating. This mixture is applied to paper and allowed to dry. A photographic negative or object is then placed on the surface and exposed to sunlight. Over time, ultraviolet light fades the exposed pigments while protected areas remain darker. Slowly, an image emerges. No digital sensor, no industrial ink, no synthetic chemistry, only flowers and sunlight working together. Yet the most fascinating part begins after the photograph is finished. Traditional photographs are carefully protected from fading. Museums control temperature and light. Collectors seek archival materials. Technology promises permanent storage. Flower photographs challenge that entire philosophy. The image continues to change long after it is created. Weeks later, the colors soften. Months later, they shift again. Years later, the image may be nearly gone. The photograph does not simply record time. It experiences time. This transforms the image into something closer to a living object than a fixed document. And perhaps that is why these works feel so powerful. They remind us of something we often try to forget: nothing lasts forever. Memories change, people change, places disappear, yet modern technology encourages the illusion that everything can be preserved indefinitely. Flower photographs offer a different perspective. Their beauty comes not from resisting decay, but from accepting it. The fading image becomes a meditation on impermanence. The disappearance is not a flaw. The disappearance is the artwork. Each viewing becomes unique because the photograph is never exactly the same twice. The image you see today may not exist tomorrow. That fragility gives it emotional weight. It asks us to slow down, to pay attention, to appreciate what exists now instead of assuming it will always remain. Perhaps that is why flower photography feels surprisingly relevant today. While technology promises forever, these fragile images celebrate the temporary. While digital culture encourages endless accumulation, they encourage presence. And while modern photography often seeks perfect preservation, flower photographs remind us that beauty and mortality have always been connected. The next time you scroll through thousands of perfectly preserved images on your phone, consider this. Somewhere, a photograph made from flower petals is quietly fading beneath the sun. And perhaps that disappearing image understands something about memory that permanent archives never can. Maybe the value of a photograph is not measured by how long it survives. Maybe its value comes from how deeply it teaches us to appreciate the present moment before it is gone.